Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here, giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and Viva la Raza.
Órale. Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there. Man, I haven't done a live in a while, man. Good gosh, man. Just been swamped with work. So anyway, we got Saturday night's main event. Saturday night's main event is Among Us. It is a four card Saturday night's main event, right? Or a four match card, I should say, for Saturday night's main event. I got my boy Blue Demon here. We'll see what he has to say. But all right, man. So let's see if I get somebody else to jump on here with me. I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and let's move on with Saturday night's main event. Man, Saturday night's main event goes back so far, and I'm glad it's back. I just want them to do it right. I want them to do it right. And no matter what, you're always going to get people complaining, especially now with social media. It's going to be complaints. I don't mind the fact that it's only four matches. That's cool with me. I don't care. I think they could have squeezed in a fifth match, but since we got Saturday night's main event right in between Backlash and Money in the Bank, I get it. You want to limit what you're gonna do there, especially if you're planning on having a big show when it comes to Money in the Bank. So let's see if we could get Big Bird in here. What's up, Big Bird?
Hey, what's up? How you doing today?
Good, Big Dog. How about yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just enjoying this Memorial weekend.
Yeah, man, that's for sure. So, that's right, man. It is Memorial Day weekend. So, shouts to everybody out there that has family that served, or if they're the ones that paid the ultimate price. Let's remember that. Big Bird, Saturday night's main event. There's only four matches. You cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Hey, as long as they give us some wrestling, I don't care. I could watch one match, two match, three match for what? What? No, I'm just like,
you know, it does. Yeah, man. It's just to me, it's fine. It doesn't need to be, you know, long. It doesn't need to be a bunch of matches out there. It's cool. It's Saturday night. Throw a couple of good matches on there, and I'm fine with it. That's cool, man. So let's go through the matches in no particular order. I'm getting this off of USA Today. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with the steel cage match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Big Bird, what's your thoughts on this match overall?
well, I think hopefully this will be the last match between them because to be honest, it's already getting burnt out. And
Mhm.
but I know for sure that they put on a good match every time they wrestle. They get together and stuff. I'm a big Damian Priest fan right now, but I feel like Drew McIntyre is gonna win, and this is what I think too. I think they're gonna have the match in the old school blue steel cage match.
Oh, okay. All right. That would be badass. That would be badass if they're able to put that. I saw a documentary
Yeah,
about the blue bar steel cage, right?
yeah.
And there's a number of reasons why they decided to change it. They just said it was just easier and it wasn't as heavy, and to just move that stuff around, it was just easier just to have the chain link fence. But I'm with you, man. For Saturday night's main event, look, make an exception. Bring back the blue bars. And
Hell yeah, that'll be badass.
yeah, I mean, if that's the way they're trying to go retro. You hear the music, you see the colors. Saturday night's main event. Bring back the blue bars. And not only that, I would say this too, Big Bird. Steel cage matches have kind of become a thing of the past, right? They don't really have many steel cage matches anymore. With all the specialty matches that have come into the game now, with Hell in the Cell, ladder matches, TLC matches. uh, all these matches, man, that they've had, right? Steel
Yeah.
cage matches have kind of been thrown in the back seat. It's not once upon a time when you heard steel cage match, you're like, whoa, like a steel cage match. Like, dang, it doesn't get any bigger. And I think steel cage matches have kind of lost its luster. So I would say every Saturday night's main event, throw in a steel cage match. I
Hey,
mean,
I'm with you on that one because
there, there's
like you
only
said,
four. Yeah,
uh,
there's only four Saturday night's main events this year. Have a steel
yeah,
cage in every single one of them.
yeah, that's true. I'm with you on that one. You know, they should make a special because once upon a time it was a special match. You know, I remember I used to get excited whenever they have it like on Raw or whatever the case is. Remember that match between Vince and Stone Cold that the Big Show
Mm,
popped out? Oh my god,
yeah.
man, that match was amazing. But you know they have the steel cage match in the back burner now, and they don't treat it as special as it is. You know, and hopefully tonight I'm praying to God, the wrestling gods, that hopefully they bring that blue steel cage match. Sorry about that.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. And like I said, you know what? Bring do the steel cage match every Saturday night's main event. Even if it's a tag team match, whatever it may be. But every Saturday night's main event, have a steel cage match. When it comes to this match right here, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, um, I'll be real, man. I mean, it never really excited me. The fact that it's gonna be a steel cage actually excites me a little bit more. But their rivalry, I'm trying to get behind Damian Priest. I want him to get over. I want him to be a big deal. Um, I think he's kind of struggling a little bit, man, to get over. I think he's somewhat kind of over, kind of like a mid card kind of over, but I don't think he's over like that.
I think they made a big I think they I think they made a big mistake whenever they took him out of the Judgment Day because he had potential when he was in the Judgment Day. You know, people were cheering for him. He won the title and the Money in the Bank, and I don't know. After that, everything went downhill for him. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it was um like mommy was super over. So when she left Judgment Day, she she didn't suffer. She's still over.
Yeah.
Damian Priest wasn't over like that. So when he left, it seems like it kind of I don't know, like he's having struggling being a top dog on his own, man. He's kind of like a mid card guy, and they're trying to push him to be like one of those big guys, and he's not. I want him to be. I do like Damian Priest, so I'm rooting for him. As far
Oh
as
yeah,
this
me
man,
too.
as far as this match right here, I think Damian Priest wins. It's a steel cage match. I think Damian Priest escapes the steel cage, and that does not bury Drew McIntyre. Now, if you have Damian Priest go over on Drew 1, 2, 3, I think that starts burying Drew. But if Damian Priest escapes from the steel cage, I don't think it really buries Drew McIntyre much because I don't think they really looking to bury Damian Priest. If Drew beats I don't know, man. I think it really hurts Damian Priest, man. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. It is gonna hurt him more. So hopefully, like I said, like I'm behind Damien Priest. You know, and I know earlier I had mentioned that I go for Damien Priest, but I have a feeling that Drew's gonna win. But you know what? I take that back. I'm with you, and hopefully Damien Priest wins by escaping the steel cage match, and that's it. And hopefully they start a new rivalry with somebody new. You know, both of them, because I'm getting tired. You know, watching them wrestle over and over. I don't know, man. There's so many wrestlers in the rosters that you could put them. You could put like each one of them with somebody different. But let's see. Let's see what happens after this.
Yeah, and they're really trying to excite everybody. I mean, heck, the show started with them beat or SmackDown like they're fighting each other throughout the entire show of SmackDown or something like that. So I mean, yeah, I got Damian Priest winning by escaping the steel cage, not by pinfall. Well, let me ask you this: does anybody get involved in this match?
Oh, that's a good question. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. How about you?
Um, I'm trying to think a way for Drew to get screwed over so he doesn't get too buried. But as it stands right now, I'm not really sure who could come out and really want to screw him over just out of nowhere. No, I think it's a clean win. I think.
Oh, you know what? What's his name? Let me not butcher his name. Karen Cross. Uh,
Okay, okay.
you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe he is the one that's gonna interfere because maybe he's sick and tired that they don't really, you know, put him out there on the spotlight and stuff like that.
You know what? And that could put him in the spotlight. Yeah, I mean, he could
Oh,
start a feud.
definitely.
I look, ever since his bombshell promo that he did, he hasn't really been in front of the camera. So I mean, he could start beefing with one of these guys, whether it's Drew or Damien, and that takes Drew and Damien away from each other. So yeah, yeah, I could see him get involved. I don't think so, but that'd be actually pretty good. That'd be pretty good, you know. So yeah, but I got Damien by escaping the cage, man.
Yeah, me too.
Uh, let's move on. Again, we're not going in any particular order here. Let's go on to the one and only uh non-champ I'm sorry, the one and only tag team match on Saturday night's main event. That is CM Punk teaming up with Sami Zayn, going up against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Big Bird, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this one?
You know, I'm a big CM Punk fan, and I go for CM Punk and Sami Zayn, which I want them to win, but I don't know, man. Lately, I've been thinking that Sami Zayn's gonna join Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. I don't know why. I got this gut feeling like you could kind of see it a little bit, but then they kind of tease a little bit, but not. So I don't know. I feel like Sami Zayn might betray CM Punk, and that's how Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker's gonna win.
Has Sami Zayn gone as far as he can go as a babyface to you?
Uh, I always saw him as a mid, not a baby face or not like a heel, just like in the middle. But I'm not really a big fan of him. I cannot get behind him. I try to, but it's just no, like. And then maybe if he turns heel, maybe he'll be a good heel.
Do you think he could never achieve being champion as a babyface the way he is?
That's a good question. No, I don't think so.
Mm,
Maybe one day when he turn heel, he probably becomes a champion by
you
cheating
know,
too. By the way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Here's the thing, man. So we're expecting CM Punk versus John Cena sometime this year. I think it's way too early to have that match. So I'm thinking maybe Sami Zayn does turn heel, and that starts a feud between CM Punk and Sami Zayn, keeping CM Punk reserved over there with that program with Sami Zayn. Um, I know there's rumors about him turning heel. I'm not 100% sold on it, although I'm not against it. I'm not against it, but I'm not 100% sold that that's what's going to happen. If it happens, hey, then he joins Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Because as it stands right now, I don't know, man. I get whatever you want to call it, a faction or what. Rollins, Breaker, and Heyman, it still hasn't grown on me yet. They still don't seem like a tight niche faction to me. Does it to you?
No, I'm with you on that one. That's why I desperately need a third man in that faction. It could either be Sami Zayn or Austin Theory, but reality, I feel like they need to add a third man. No matter what, they need to add a third man, and that way it could be like, oh wow, it could be a nice big faction. because you notice that at the beginning, yeah, it was kind of like wow, exciting and everything, but it kind of like I don't know, man. It's kind of like you know, it's not growing on me no more. It's kind of like getting boring a little bit, but they do need to add a third man, and who knows, maybe they'll add a fourth man también later on.
Yeah, and just look, just the fact that Paul Heyman is with them, I think you got two massive talkers, and it's not really working because Seth Rollins, he's a talker on the mic. He cuts his promos, man. You got Paul Heyman. It's like, okay, who's gonna have the mic here? So it's not really working that great for me. But if you start throwing a couple of other guys on there, yeah, I'd be like, okay, I could see this turning into something. Sami Zayn, does he turn heel tonight? Like, I could see it happening, but if I had to bet on it, Big Bird, I'm gonna say no. How about you? How say you? If you had to put money on it, does Sami Zayn turn heel tonight or not?
Yeah, because you brought up that they need to keep CM Punk a little bit busy before he faced John Cena, because the plans were for him to face him at Money in the Bank, but now there's some other plans, right? That it's gonna be like a tag match between who is it? I think if I'm not mistaken, John Cena and Travis Scott versus I think Cody Rhodes and Bad Bunny. I don't know, something like that. I read, but
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, so I feel like Sammy's gonna turn heel, so that way they could keep CM Punk a little bit busy until he faced John Cena. I don't know, maybe at SummerSlam. Maybe that was the tease with the ice screen and on top of the title because it's summer.
Yeah, I would say if you're gonna do that match, you do it at one of the big four, whether it's SummerSlam, whether it's Survivor Series. I mean, they treat Crown Jewel like it's another WrestleMania, so maybe you do it there. But yeah, you don't do it at Money in the Bank. You don't need that match to sell Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank, the big matches for Money in the Bank are the Money in the Bank matches.
Oh,
That's the
definitely.
excitement. Yeah, that's the excitement. So I would say, you know, if you want to have John Cena on there, that's fine. You could have him on there, but you're not gonna have one of those major matches like that on Money in the Bank. Let Money in the Bank be Money in the Bank, and then you can have one of those big matches. So when it comes to this tag team match, who's gonna win? Is it gonna be Seth and Braun Breaker vs Sammy turns heel?
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Okay, okay. Um,
How about you?
again, okay, all right. Look, I'm rooting for what you're predicting.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm rooting for that. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Okay. I don't think it's gonna happen. Um, I think Seth and Braun Breaker win. Definitely. Absolutely. I think Sami Zayn is just there to take the 1, 2, 3. He's there to take the loss. They're not gonna pin CM Punk. CM Punk is not getting pinned. He's not taking the 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn is. So that's what I'm predicting. However, I want to make it clear. I hope you're right, Big Bird. I hope you're right. I hope we see that because that would be like a whoa kind of moment. You know,
yeah, that'd be amazing.
yeah, yeah, that'd be something. I think maybe Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker maybe introduce their third member
Tonight,
tonight,
right?
and they cheat, and that's how they win. Um,
Yeah,
I don't
I could
know,
see that.
yeah, I keep trying to think on who can it be.
I'm
Um,
pushing for Austin Theory. I don't know why. Like that guy, they really had to he has something, but they really had to kind of push him a little bit so it could like come out of him. But he does have a little bit of potential. Him.
he definitely has potential. Here's the thing though. It looks like he's gonna start feuding with Grayson Waller, his tag team partner. So I don't know if maybe right now at this moment this will be the time for that to happen because it looks like he's gonna start a program. They're already starting to push that story. Like, hey, there's friction between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. So, I mean, I guess they can make it work if that could be the straw that breaks the back of their partnership. Where like Grayson Waller's like, hey, what the heck are you doing, man? Why are you over there joining? You didn't even tell me. You didn't even invite me. And Austin Theory could be like, okay, now I'm inviting you, and Grayson Waller's gonna say like, Charles, I'm not down with it. So then that's when he turns on him. So I mean, you can make it work. You can make it work, but nonetheless, we both got Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, right?
Yeah,
All right, man. Let's see, man. I hope there's some sort of surprise there.
it's
All
gonna be
right,
it's
moving.
gonna be good tonight. I don't know why. I have a feeling that Saturday night main event is gonna be a good one tonight. Because
I
it's John Cena's last one, right? Or maybe
no
oh no, we
no
still got a couple,
no.
right?
We got two more Saturday nights main event, and
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
you're right.
I and by the way, his final match on his contract is a Saturday night's main event in December,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in his hometown, right?
and yeah, it's gonna be in Massachusetts. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Damn, I
yeah,
think
man.
that one's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that's gonna be something, man. All right, let's move on to the last two matches, which are championship matches. You got main event Jay Uso against Logan Paul. Oh, I got a lot to say about this one. Big Bird, go for it, man. What's your thoughts on this?
Um, I don't know, man. I don't like Logan Paul at all. Like
Mm.
he's just there, and he doesn't really like. Yeah, like people boo him and stuff, but I just can't wrap my head around him being like a WWE superstar. Yeah, he wrestles good and everything in the ring, but I just when I see him, I forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I forget that Logan Paul's in WWE. He's a WWE superstar, but I think Jey Uso is gonna win.
Jay Uso has to win. But here's the thing, man. I am now officially a Logan Paul fan. Oh,
Um,
yes, I am, man. Okay, he is not a part timer anymore. He is now, for anybody who doesn't know, he has been for a minute now a full timer. His contract, he is a full time WWE superstar. Everybody, I'm not telling anybody to like him. Hate the guy all you want. The guy is great in the ring. He
oh
he
yeah,
has he has put in the work. I like his character. He comes out. I like his song, man. When he comes out, I'm humble. I don't even know the lyrics to it, but I think it's funny. Like his jam is funny and it goes perfectly with his character. Like he's I'm humble, but yet I'm showing off because I do all this great stuff, but I'm humble, right? Like it is, I love it. And what was so damn good, man, what was so damn good, um, is Logan Paul constantly knocking out Jay Uso just out of nowhere. It reminded me of Randy Orton with the RKO, the Viper Strikes, RKO out of nowhere. You would just have like Jay talking or something like that, or involved in something else, and then turn around and pop, man, gets knocked out just like out of nowhere. I loved it, man. I was loving it. It was through all the SmackDowns that was happening. What was it like? Last week, Jay Uso was involved. Was in a match, and there was all this stuff going on, and he had super kicked Logan Paul earlier that night, and then he grabs his title, turns around. It's like you completely forgot about Logan Paul. You completely forgot about it. He turns around, and pow, man, gets knocked out. When Logan
Wait,
Paul was in, when he was, I think the week before that,
yeah, I
Logan
remember.
Paul
It was a
was in
Raw,
the
right?
audience or
Yeah.
Raw or something. He was in the audience. He's done Jay Uso. He's
Oh
slapping
yeah.
hands with everybody. Pow! I've been loving it, man. I like Logan Paul. I'm a Logan Paul fan. Absolutely. I love Logan Paul, man. But he's not winning this. He's not winning this match. He's not. And if he does, he's winning it in a way where he's not going to win the title because it's a straight up match. So if he does, it'll be by disqualification or something of that sort. You know, somebody could come and screw him over or something. I don't see anything like that happening. But how does this match go down, man? Is there any cheating? Does anybody come out? Is it just a straight up victory?
You know what? I think Gunther's gonna interfere,
Okay, all right,
and
that's a
then
good point.
maybe like you say, maybe Logan Paul wins, but he doesn't win the title. You know, maybe it's gonna be like a count out. You know, maybe or disqualification. You know, maybe Gunther's gonna interfere. Or he started beating up Jey Uso, maybe when the referee's down or something, and or or maybe he'll take them out and start, they start squabbling out there, and maybe it's a count now. But no, I don't think he's gonna win the title. Maybe he'll win the match, but like you say, maybe disqualification or count out or something like that.
You know, I do believe that Gunther, his presence will be there.
Oh,
I do.
definitely.
Yeah, because after what happened with, I mean, look, Gunther even got involved with Logan Paul. You know, he goes in the ring and he starts hashing it out with Logan Paul a little bit. So I do believe tonight, Gunther, whether he gets involved in the match or not, I do believe he'll be out there. I do believe he'll make his presence felt. I don't know if he gets involved in the match. Maybe he gets involved after the match. I'm not really sure. One thing is for sure, in my opinion, Jay does not lose the title at all. But Gunther will be around, man. So how does this match end? Big Bird, does is there a clean? Is there 1, 2, 3? How does it end?
That's a good question. Maybe um I know for a fact that Logan Paul might use like the brass knuckles, and then maybe the referee will catch him or something and disqualify him, and that's how Jey Uso wins. Maybe the disqualification. How about you?
I think that Gunther is gonna try to get involved, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna try to go after Jay, or he's gonna be arguing with Jay or something. The referee is either knocked out or the referee is busy doing something else, whatever it may be. I think Logan Paul puts his brass knuckles on. He goes to hit Jay. Jay gets out of the way and he actually hits Gunther.
Oh man, that's a good
And
one.
Logan Paul's all like, "Oh, what the heck?" And but right then and right there, Jay gets the victory. Whether he rolls him up or super kicks him and then does the splash, but that is how Jay is going to win. Now leaving everybody in a cliffhanger, like, man, what's gonna happen with Gunther and Logan Paul, man? So that's how I think it's gonna go down, and we'll see with that one. But yeah, I think that's where it is because Gunther's definitely gonna be out there.
Oh
So
yeah, I like Gunther. Like I'm a big fan of his. Because like damn, he's just great on the mic. Like the way he wrestles, the way he dressed. Old school. From the '80s. Like I'm just like damn, this guy is so amazing, man.
yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of his, man. He's okay. He's okay, but he's, I mean, people love him, So, all right, man, let's move on to the fourth and final match. It is for the World Heavyweight Champion. You got John Cena in his last year going up against his his biggest fan of all time, R Truth. R Truth cut a promo last night on Friday Night SmackDown. What's your thoughts on this match, man? People are pretty pissed about this match.
I feel like little Jimmy's gonna interfere.
Mm, mm. We haven't heard of Lil Jimmy for a while, man.
I like this match, because I see what they're doing, and then I'm like, I caught it at the beginning of the year. I'm like, wait a minute, John Cena's wrestling all his, the people he used to wrestle back then and have rivalries with, So I won't be surprised if he wrestled like the Miz this year later on, like around August or September. And I know John Cena's gonna win tonight. I think that's why he sold his soul so he could start winning. I know he lost the Royal Rumble, but I think he's gonna win. It's gonna be a good match. They're gonna put on a wrestling clinic. Nobody's gonna interfere. Oh, you know what? Maybe the referee's gonna be down, and John Cena, he's gonna do what he does. Low blow, hit R-Truth with the belt, and then just pin him 1, 2, 3.
That seems to be John Cena's new MO. Kick to the balls and then hitting them with the belt, and that's enough for the 1, 2, 3. That
Yeah,
seems to be
yeah, that's a special now.
that's his finisher maneuver now, man. Kick to the balls and hit him with the belt. All right, I'm with you, man. I don't know why people are so pissed about this. It's fine for me. John Cena, it's his last year. Go wrestle all the old school dudes. It's fine. I don't You shouldn't be doing it at one of the major four, but for things like this, like Backlash, Saturday night's main event, you know, small little things like that, small little PLDs if you want to call them, I'm cool with it. You know, get down with Randy Orton. Get down with our truth. I'm with you. The Miz, that's another one he's got to throw down with, man. These are all old school guys from his era that he came up with.
Yep.
Go throw down with all these guys, man. Um,
And I'm happy because maybe that's what he asked for. You know what? I wanna wrestle all these people I have rivalries with, and it's amazing because me, I see it outside the box. I don't see it as like inside, like, oh, he has to wrestle like the new guys, this and that. I think he's doing like his final tour. He's doing it well. Like, too bad that Edge is in AEW, or too bad that Kurt Angle retire, Undertaker retire, Shawn and Triple H retire. But I bet you they were still active. John Cena will be like, you know what? I would like to wrestle Triple H September, Undertaker October, maybe Kurt Angle my last match because he was the one that put me on. But go ahead, John Cena. Hate him or love him, and then to me, I love John Cena. Ever since he started, and even if he's a heel or face, whatever the case is, it's just it's kind of sad that this is his last year. Like, so to me, like, go ahead, win. It doesn't matter if you cheat or whatever. Go ahead, wrestle your old rival. Like your feud. Like our True, Randy Orton. So on and so forward. The Miz. And I'm happy for him. And like you say, like that's good that they threw in our True. Like, he didn't forget about him, so that's really nice of him. Like, hey, you know what? I had a rivalry with our True back then. Let me wrestle him, this one last time, and that's really nice of him. Because to be honest, he has all the power that he could have been like, nah, I don't want to wrestle this person, this person, this person this year.
yeah, and look, there's rumors out there that Kurt Angle is wanting one more match. I don't know. That's gonna be that's gonna be quite a match. It's not gonna be like the first time they threw down. That's for damn sure if that ever happens. Um,
Well, as long as
no,
he takes some perks, then he'll be good.
Cash. I mean, it's fine. Saturday night's main event. Tune in Saturday. Tune in tonight. It's fine. Let these two guys throw down one last time. Our Truth is like in his 50s, early 50s. That I don't have an issue with it, man. I get it. It's his final year now. There's got to be some room right there for some good storylines to take John Cena's final run a little bit more serious. Yeah, absolutely. And you guys, and they could build to all that. This is a story that's already built in. This our truth thing has been going on for I don't know how long. Our truth has for years, been like a huge John Cena fan, like, oh man, John Cena, he's my hero. And when I grow up, I want to be just like him, so it makes sense to have this match. So I'm not against it. I'm not against it. At some point, yeah, I'm with you. He should face the Miz. He should. Um How does this match end? Is it with a kick to the balls and the hitting them with the belt?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's just a
Damn.
two move of doom, you know.
Damn. Yeah, I think that's his new way of winning matches. So yeah. Does
He's gonna
anybody come out?
no, nobody's gonna interfere. He's gonna break our truth's heart, and then our truth's gonna be crying at the end. Watch.
Okay. Okay. I know the Miz is not with our truth anymore, but is there a way they can insert the Miz in any of this to build for it later on this year, or no?
Oh, you know what? Maybe and that's a good idea. I didn't thought about that. Yeah, maybe now that you bring it up, maybe I'm thinking that our truth's just gonna start beating our my bad. Sorry about that. Maybe John Cena's gonna start beating our true after the match, just nonstop, boom, boom, boom. And then people trying to like separate John Cena off, get him off him, but they can, and then that's when the Miz comes in and hey, and then he start like hitting John Cena and stuff, and they start fighting each other in the ring.
Yeah, I mean the Miz and our Truth, they actually were tag team champions at one point, man. The Awesome Truth, So
Yeah,
I
I
know they
remember.
I know they've been apart for a while, and the Miz has his own thing going on. Um, but yeah, I think this could be some sort of connection where they could start bringing the Miz in, and it doesn't have to be at Money in the Bank. It could be a little bit more down the road, but plant a little seed so it makes a little bit of sense to have that match down the road. You just don't want to, for no reason just put them together, but there's got to be some sort of storyline. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't think the Miz gets involved, but I think that's probably a little window that's open that you might be able to start inserting that storyline. Um, but I'm with you, man. I think John Cena referee. I mean, does the referee have to get knocked out in every John Cena match? Like, son of a gun, man. I don't know, but yeah, I think we're gonna see the same thing, man. I think the kick to the balls and he hits him with the belt. So that's it, man. Is there anything out of the ordinary, anything special that you're expecting from Saturday night's main event tonight? Any special appearances, anything, or you think it's just gonna be these four matches and that's just the way it's gonna go down?
Yeah, I think it's only gonna be just four matches. The only thing that I'm really, really expecting is like like I said earlier, like hopefully the steel cage is blue, and which I'm maybe 80% sure that's gonna be like the color, because of the throwback and the retro. And like you say, they go all out. The referees, they dress old school too. And sometimes they bring what's his name? Oh man, I forgot his name.
Just did the Body Ventura.
Yeah, Jesse the Body Ventura, and sometimes they have old school wrestlers like in the audience too, and then it's really nice, the way that's how you do a throwback, that's how you do it.
It's in Tampa, right? It's in Florida
Um,
tonight.
yeah, if I'm not
I,
mistaken, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's in, yeah, Tampa, Florida. Yeah. I mean a lot of retired old school wrestlers live in Florida. So I'm sure they'll be there at the they're in the audience. So that should be good. But yeah, definitely, man. And you
How,
guys
abo-
can
how
chat.
how about you? Like, are you expecting like something else that we didn't mention or talked about?
No. Nah, I thought about like anything that could be surprising. I'm like, no. Other than what we touched on,
Yeah.
no, I can't think of anything else. Any other special appearance or anything of that sort, man. I don't. Nah, I mean I know Goldberg is saying he wants one more match.
Oh yeah, I read
Uh,
that.
yeah, but nah, not tonight. Not tonight. I mean, not that he's gonna have a match tonight, but you plant a seed where you can and it grows. But
Eh,
I don't think that's
let me ask you this: have John Cena and Goldberg ever wrestled? I don't recall. Maybe they did, but I had to really remember.
I don't. If I had to guess, man, I don't think they have.
No, no.
That's my guess. But I cannot recall those two guys ever throwing down with one another.
Yeah, I've been watching wrestling so long that I seen everybody wrestle each other, you know. But sometimes I'll be like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, they did wrestle. Oh, they didn't wrestle.
Yeah, I mean, when Booker T say the one that got away from him was Shawn Michaels. Him and Shawn Michaels never threw down with one another.
Oh yeah, and The
But
Rock and Shawn Michael never tampoco. They never
no,
wrestled.
yeah. So yeah, that's a good point, man. Goldberg and John Cena. I to the best of my you guys let us know, man. But to the best of my knowledge, they never wrestled each other. They never got down. So, but anyway, man, we'll go ahead. We'll leave it there. We got at least as we're talking right now, a little over an hour before it starts. You guys could watch on NBC, Peacock, and Fubu. I don't know who's there streaming on Fubu, but nonetheless, it's there for you guys. Anything else, Big Bird, before we wrap it up, man?
No, well, I think that's it, and I can't wait to see you and meet you at Money in the Bank, which is gonna be the 20th anniversary because I remember when I went to WrestleMania 21, 20 years ago. That was the first
Mm.
Money in the Bank right there. So this means that it's gonna be amazing, spectacular, and big. You know.
I mean, they're promoting it pretty good, man. They're promoting it pretty good, but they're starting to fill up the spots of who's gonna be in the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
But we don't really know much about the other matches, but we'll see what's up with that, man. All right. Well, you guys enjoy Saturday night's main event. Bring back the blue bars. Bring back the blue bars, man. That is Big Bird Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout outs to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.